Hello. So this is the second time I have filmed today, and I'm not going to refilm what I did earlier. I am actually going to show that as my video. I'm just going to explain the situation. So for day 5 for the December daily, I decided to make a freebie and put it onto the website. I'll explain how to get that shortly. But in the process, I didn't actually do a prototype. I just made the tag, the freebie that I'd made for today. Now, the issue I had is, because I hadn't tried it out, I didn't realise just how dark the freebie was. So I thought it was probably a good idea to create a second version of the same freebie. So there are 4 pages of JPEG files on the website to make today's project. Obviously there is another day 5, so please check out the advent calendar to watch the official video for today. But this is a concoction I kind of came up with. This is the item that I've made for today, and this is the lighter version, so I don't use this to make today's tag for my December daily. But you can mix and match. The principle is the same, and there are a lot of options. There's a lot of things you can do with this particular day. So I'm going to explain quickly. If you want the freebies that are on the website, you need to sign up to our mailing list. It's free. If you sign up to our mailing list, you will receive a password to the members area. Once you get the password to the members area, you can log into the members area and you can download the files. And the reason we do that is because we can keep track of who is downloading our files, and if they go out there in the world without our permission, it's much easier for us to kind of do something about it. So that's why we do some files on our website, and that's why there is a password. If you have had a password at some point and you can't find your password now, you do need to sign up to the website again, and your password will be resent to you. We cannot keep sending out people's passwords, unfortunately. It was just taking up so much time. If you don't get your email, we can't help you with that, I'm afraid. If you don't get your email, that is an issue with the security on your device. So you will have to Google that and have a look at why you might not be getting passwords, or why you might not be able to download from our website. It is usually a firewall issue, but we can't help you with your device. I'm really sorry. So that's where you can get the 2 different versions of this freebie. So I'm just gonna show you the video now so you can see my make for today. So far it's been absolutely amazing, so I do hope you're following along and watching the videos that are out there. And there is more to come, but don't forget to check out today's video too. Hello. It's day 5, and I've come along to do a little December daily, but I've done a freebie for this one. So if you don't have the December daily kit, you'll still be able to play along with this. It might look a little bit odd, and I'll explain more about that in a minute. And these are the little pieces to kind of decorate. So the first thing I'm going to do is just cut these out. Right, so I've just cut these pieces out for the beginning. So I'm going to grab my my scoreboard, and you can fold this yourself. You don't need to use a scoreboard. So I'm just going to score along that line there. I've left the smallest of white lines so you can see where it needs folding. And obviously if you're inking, you can ink that so it won't be white. Go there. I'm not sure if you can actually tell as yet what this is going to be. So we're going to fold the top in like that. And we might have to do a little mitre here. I'm not sure yet because I haven't actually made one of these yet. We're going to fold that in. Fold that in. And fold that in. So we are making a kind of tag envelope style pocket. I'm not sure if you can see what's going on there, but we've got this little, that will fold down and these will fold in to form the pocket. I just need to do a little trimming, just trim this little white edge off here that I missed. Okay, now I'm going to do a little bit of inking, but I'm not, if you could glue this straight down, that's not what I'm going to do. I'm not going to glue mine straight down because I'm going to do some sewing. Right, now the one thing I am going to glue down is this top flap here, so I can trim and make sure they all meet nicely. Make sure that closes perfectly okay. I don't actually have to trim off a great deal here, just a little bit there, and then I'm just going to re-ink that corner like that. Now I want to do some sewing on mine, but I need to be extremely careful where I sew. I'm just going to double check my tag will fit. Yep. Now before I sew, I want to make my little tab top for my tag. And I've got some blue, I think this is a Tim Holtz scrap that I got from Corey. So I'm going to just cut this a little bit smaller, but I thought the blue worked quite well with that. Change of plan, I think. I'm not actually going to do it that way. I'm going to grab my little, this is a slot punch, but if you don't have a slot punch, you could use a hole punch, a normal hole punch, that would work. I'm going to put my little tab in, cut this even shorter, pop that through. Yep, I can trim those edges later. And I think I might have a little piece of lace in there as well. So let's just, I've got a little bit of scrap lace here. I'm just going to slot that through. I'm going to put a tiny bit of glue. I'm sorry, it's so dark. It's a horrible, horrible day. I'm just going to put a little bit of glue here as well. Turn that over. A little bit of glue there. And another little bit of glue there. Hold that. Now, because I said I'm going to sew mine, I'm going to sew all the way around this inside tag shape panel, and I'm also going to sew around these two panels. Okay, so I'll do that and be back. Okay, I kind of decided against sewing around the panels because, as you could probably see or not see, you can't actually see the sewing I've done. You can see it on the inside, but I should have used a contrasting thread. So lesson learned, a nice red or even white would have been much, much better. This is what we've got. So I'm going to turn this over, pop up that flap, and I'm going to run a bead of glue just down this right hand side to the bottom. Okay, and I'm going to close that. And now I'm going to run a bead of glue along this edge and also along this edge, so we catch that overlap, and then I'm going to close that. I'm just going to double check my tag will go in there perfectly. Marvelous. The little words that come with the freebie, and cut out the word nutcracker. Got a piece of my cardstock left over. I'm going to actually glue this to a piece of cardstock, and I'm using Christmas cardstock, so it's got a patterned back. You could always use a plain card if you want to use this as a writing spot. Just cut that out. I am really sorry about the dark today. The lighting is really poor. Thing is, you can keep waiting for it to lighten up, but sometimes it just doesn't. We've had 3 days of horrible drizzly rain. About the lighting at the moment, I do need to, it is on my list of things to kind of look into next year and improve maybe the lighting and the microphone. So that's on my New Year's to-do list. I have made everything very, very dark for this tag. Right, I'm going to cut this little one out here. Right, I've got a piece of paper here that I'm going to just cut around my tag to actually make that stand out a little bit, because otherwise everything's going to be extremely dark. Got another nutcracker from the actual kit. I think I'm going to put him on here just to lighten this up. So I do apologise, the freebie is very dark, but you know, there are lots of things you can do. Like I said, using white paper will definitely help with lightening this up. Using other things from the kit would also help lighten that up. I'm going to add him there like that, and I'm actually going to put Nutcracker down there. Now on this side, I'm going to mount this onto a piece of cardstock, onto a piece of card. As you can see, it's my lovely scrap pieces from the December Daily box. Now I'm going to use my trimmer to cut this out because I didn't make it completely straight. So let's glue this on. Put that in the middle as best I can. Got a couple of the little sticky pads. I think I'm gonna actually need 4 of these. And now we can just add that over that flap of the envelope. I mean, you could have that as a feature. If you wanted to do some glittering around that edge, it would make it pop out a little bit more and stand out, so you could see a bit more of that, which would be good, wouldn't it? I haven't done anything to my tag. That's very simple. I could sew around it, but I don't think I'm going to. This is literally just to share the freebie with you today. Let's grab my crocodile, and I'm going to put a small hole. Where do I want it? I think I want it that top. There we go. I'm going to go for the small eyelets. Push that in. Set that into place. I'm going to grab a garment pin. So because I want the tag to come out of there easily, I'm actually going to put this on this side and just thread that through that fabric tab. Do that up. So we've got the tag that side and the envelope style pocket on the reverse. And like I said, I know it's very dark, but if you were using some white stitching, that would look much, much better. So I hope you like the freebie. I hope you like my little tag today. Thank you for watching, and thank you for everyone who's still working along and joining in the collaboration. It's just so much fun watching what everybody is doing. I'm absolutely loving it. So continue to use the hashtag 2023DD Advent as your hashtag, and we can see what you've all been up to. So there you go. There's my tag for today. See you all soon. Bye.